What's up, guys? This is the Yungavelle back here with another video. We got a juicy topic today. I am not going to keep it that long because, to be honest, I could break this video down into 1,000 videos because it is very nuanced. But I want to talk about this topic because I feel like it might help you guys. And I want to give you guys a little bit of game because that's what we do here. So, if you embark on the retention path, you are going to eventually, if you haven't, you will eventually experience some level of increased attraction, magnetism from women. Now, the question is, what do you do after that? What are you going to do with it? So, that depends on certain things, right? So, is it better to have a rotation or have a number of women that you consistently see, that you vibe with, that you connect with? Or is it better to have just a single woman that you connect with? And keep in mind, this is all while you're on the path, because remember, we've now gotten to a point, hopefully you guys have gotten to a point where retention is now a lifestyle. So no matter what you're doing, even if you're active, even if you're dating or not dating, it does not matter what you do, you still have retention as now part of your lifestyle. So this is why we're having this dialogue, because this is the next progression of that. So let me tell you what it takes, or what happens when you have a number of women around you that you start to engage with, connect with, because you're going to have the energy. You are, in terms of like, you're going to be able to pour into different cups, and depending on your development, depending on your spiritual soundness, you won't get lost in that, because you have to know how to fill your own cup. So this is why I recommend being spiritually sound. Whatever it takes for you to do that, you know, if you embark on the psychedelic journey, you know, mushrooms, whatever, ayahuasca, whatever it is that allows you to go deep within yourself and be able to fill your cup. Like, you know how to get yourself there, because you're not going to be able to fill into others unless you fill into yourself. And as you retain, you will have that energy. So it's very important how you use it. So you have a number of women around you. What is going to start to happen is that they are going to require your time. Not only time, but your resources. Prayerfully, you can find genuine people that you connect with that don't really ask much of you in terms of finances or anything like that. You don't got to take them on extravagant things. That goes to the depth of, that speaks to the depth of the connection, right? And that's on you to develop that. So you're going to have to invest your time. So it is very important that you are able to manage your time in a way where you are still productive, because the number one thing, the number one priority you should have is you, your kingdom. Your kingdom is the number one priority, because we all know the saying, build the kingdom and they will come. So now you have them, how are you going to manage them? So this goes to the second point. You have to be able to have some sort of emotional management skills. And I'm not just talking about for yourself, but for the different people that you interact with, because they are different. They are going to require different ways of dealing with them. They have different pasts. They are different individuals, and you're going to have to learn what gets them going, what they like, and you're going to have to be able to emotionally manage them. So this is not cut out for everybody, but if you're a leader, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business person, you start to develop these things naturally, because you deal with this throughout the progression of building your kingdom. Boom. So you have that. Now the other question is that sounds like a lot. Should I just keep myself with one woman that I really like? Yeah, sure, you can do that, but also keep in mind that you have to stay true to the game. Like, you have to stay, because what happens when you lock onto one female is that you start to, all the tenets and the things that got you there start to flutter away because you get lost in the sauce. So having a number of girls keeps you, it keeps the vision of like, all right, this is not really, like, this is just a natural consequence of me working on myself. It should be the same thing when you have one woman. This is just a natural consequence of you working on yourself, so you can't lose sight of what got you there, because all the same rules apply. They require time, they require attention, they require resources and energy. So you got to move by the code regardless. So if you are able to handle that, if you are able to handle the emotional management skills necessary to deal with women, then you can, you might be able to be around multiple women. And here's a huge key: communication. You have to be honest. You have to be honest, and you have to be honest. You have to keep the channel clear, because you don't want to get yourself in situations where you're sneaking behind this person and doing all that, especially if you're spiritually sound. If you are genuine and if you are honest, the right people are going to align with you, and if they genuinely want to be around you because they like your energy, you bring value to their lives, then y'all are going to enjoy each other's presence, and there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you continue to keep checking back in with each other and you just keep that genuine connection going. You have to communicate. You have to communicate. You have to communicate, because that makes it so much easier to navigate when you have multiple people. The same thing applies for if you're with a woman, a singular woman. You have to communicate. So I say that I wanted to do this video because as you go on the path, you're going to be presented with opportunities, not only business opportunities, but that attraction is going to lead to opportunities with women. And it's very important that you know how to handle the situation if you are going to engage with them, because like we said, this is a lifestyle. You have to keep true to what got you there, and retention is one of those things. So regardless if you're multiple or single, you still got to have retention as a staple, because retention allows you to be like, this is not really that important. My purpose is the most important. I could always fall back on my purpose. People will come and go. You gotta, hopefully you get ones that stay longer, and then you build family and all that if that's what you want. Get yourself to the kingdom first and stay like that. You need to build a firm foundation first. So I'm going to cut this video right here, because I kind of want to break this up into different topics. I might talk about how to manage multiple women and how to communicate better, all this type of stuff. So if you guys got anything from this video, share it, like it, comment, subscribe. If you guys have any questions, any ideas of similar topics or game that you want me to specifically drop, put it in the comments and I'll share. And the full moon just passed. Let's continue. We got energies coming and going. Nothing changes. We stick to the purpose. We stick to relentlessly driving forward. So like I always say, guys, until next time, remember, a greater perspective can lead to a greater connection. Peace. Rise and jackpot.